Well, hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Phil Ward, and for the last couple of years I've been wild camping. This year I set myself a goal of starting the Wainwrights. Today I'm going to do 3 Wainwrights, or rather on this trip. I'm parked in the stunning Area Falls car park. Well, the car park isn't stunning, but the car park's only stunning thing about that is the extraordinary prices. But there you go. As you can see from the clothing, I'm expecting rain. Had a couple of horrendous downpours on the way over here. Hopefully that's finished for now. But I've got the backpack cover on and my coat. And I've even put the bottom bits on my trousers on the zip-off Decathlon shorts I normally wear. Well, straight out, this is quite a hike. The 3 fells I'm doing are often done separately. They're very much standalone, climb up and climb down things. And when you add all 3 together, you've got more ascent than when you climb Helvellyn and do a few peaks around that area. So it's that's why people do it separately. I think I can do it in 2 though, 2 days. Starting to move on to Gowbarrow Fell now. This has been privately owned for centuries, used mainly for shooting, and then it was a recreation ground in the Victorian times, and they created some trails and set up some Pinetium pine forest. And then when the wealthy Howard family decided they'd had enough, they sold it to the National Trust in 1906 for what seems like a very measly, around about 10 grand. I've seen recently there's a movement to get the Moscar estate declared a community asset, so the community can take it over. That would be something. Raise the money through public subscription or through gifts or whatever, and then gift it to the National Trust. That would be fantastic. Great Mell Fell, and that's Little Mell Fell just about to disappear. You can tell why Wainwright called them pudding bowls, can't you? Oh, nicely creosoted fence. Got my water, heavy pack now, but there's not far to go. 3 litres of water. Look very fresh. Obviously still going to filter it. So that's just past Brown Rig Farm. So that spring is practically Brown Rig Spring. I wonder if there's any connection with the Brown Rig Well on the back of Helvellyn. Seems funny they've got the same name so close. Wainwright 26, Great Mell Fell, 537 metres. I was expecting a trig point. There you go. God, that was hard. That'll do. I went to buy a replacement for that bottle that broke last week, and they are they've gone up from, I think I paid £1.24 for it to about £8, so I'm not paying £8 for one. These metal ones are not going to break. These are insulated as well, obviously heavier, but actually not that much heavier. So I got a couple of those. Only brought one today. Anything else new? No. Going to get on cooking my food. Actually, I've brought my alcohol stove, so I'm going to set that up for my bacon. I'm going to boil some water with spaghetti. Set that to one side. Get my alcohol stove going. Fry off some of that sausage. Put what's left of the sauce in with it. Mix it into the spaghetti. Yeah. So I'll do that. Don't know how well that comes across, but the inside of this single skin, particularly the bit just here, is covered in some condensation. It is 9 o'clock. I've cooked, and I've just been sat in the tent with this bit closed. Yeah, the whole of the tent's covered. So I'm going to leave the inner door open. That gives quite a lot of flow through, which I'm hoping will reduce some of the condensation. I think I've got enough in place to keep me warm, but we'll see. It's a challenging camp. That was a difficult meal to cook because of the condensation. It did work. It was all right. The meal would have been much nicer with meatballs and the full thing of ketchup, tomato sauce. You learn, don't you? Right, so I'm going to turn you off. I'm going to get you on charge. And I'll speak to you in the morning. I'm not going to attempt to do any astrophotography. I've just been outside and taken a few shots, but I'm not going to do anything fancy. So I closed the inner. I woke up at just after midnight, doing a very small time lapse, which didn't work, but I did run the phone. It was moving really good. And I got one of those super sponges and I wiped the inside. It was okay. And I thought, oh, there's condensation stuff, I'm going to shut the inner. And I'm glad they did, because I've been fast asleep since. Yeah, just a bit of rain. 6 o'clock, alarm's just gone off. It's starting to come light. I think sunrise is 6:30. Definitely warmer with this inner door shut, of course. It's made a huge difference. I've slept pretty solidly. I woke a couple of times with the rain. There is I'll take some photos of it. There's damp inside condensation inside again. So I'll wipe it again with that cloth. Obviously, a single skin tent's colder. It's not just colder because there's only one skin. All the time, this condensation is dripping on you. The wind's shaking it off, and when it rains, the rain knocks it off. But I've got my feet inside my 75 litre backliner, which I usually do. Toasty warm, really. A bit chilly at times, but yeah, not bad. Going to get some drinks on first, make my sandwich, and then pack up. So I'll fill a bit out probably. note to future self and anyone planning this as a future fell to do. Walk past the first gate, up this lane, and go through that gate. Much nicer path, a lot less muddy. The first bit is a little bit wet, but it's not very long. The second one is, sorry, the first one did, the one I went up on, is mud all the way, which makes it twice as hard. This was quite a pleasant walk down flat out the road. Yeah, so there you go. It is beautiful. This wood's gorgeous. I can see acorns on them, so they're oaks. I don't know what kind of oak. I mean, that tree there, I'll take a photo of it. Oh, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. This plain mell is gorgeous, it's stunning. Funny kind of structure, obviously farming related probably. Don't think it'll be shooting here. Maybe shelter for when they're lambing or something. We're on about 450 metres now. Got the last 55 to do up there. And that's 2 of the 3 done. I'm shattered. Steady away, eh? Oh, and a trig point. Wainwright, 27. Little Mell Fell, 505 metres. Of course, the great thing about a pudding bowl shaped hill, it starts steep and gets less steep. It don't get any easier. And I can see Ullswater. That was a steep route down Little Mell Fell. When I was up on Great Mell Fell, just packing up, a fell runner came up, or a guy, obviously pretty fit, and it was quite early, so it might have been a fell runner. And he said his daughter and him had done Little Mell Fell, and it was a right grueling climb. And I was sort of dreading, as I was going up, the grueling bit. Now, it was hard, it is steep, but I can see that if you climb it from this side, it's very steep. Yeah, it's only half an hour climb, but you are going up all the time. Interestingly, the footpath, just by people going up and down it and placing their feet in a similar place, they've made steps in the mud, which were really useful coming down. It helped a massive deal. Instead of having to sort of make sure you've got a good footing each time and sort of lean forward on your legs so your knees are taking the strain, it massively helped. It were really good. This is the descent now, a bit of road to do, and then I'm climbing up to Gowbarrow Fell. the last one. Not before time. Still got 7k to do though, so. What a delightful little churchyard. And a beautiful little church. No, I'm not religious, but it would be nice to think that lost remains are going to go back to the universe in this kind of place. Gorgeous. Those are people that know will know this is a Queen's Victoria post box, because it's in the post, even though really it's mounted into a wall, so it's a wall box. The VR ones are quite rare. Walking back along the road from towards Air Force car park, traffic's horrendous because you've got to walk on the road, and every single car you've got to like tuck yourself into the side. Some of them just swear they haven't seen you. Anyway, I got to the little car park section and you can cut through and I'm on the sort of the beach, which is a lovely little walk. I'm just hoping that at the end of it there's a way to climb out. Back at the van. Utterly shattered. I got to the bottom of Great Mell Fell and there were some farmers sorting some sheep out, and I thought, well, that route there goes straight in the direction I'm going, but the Ordnance Survey route was taking me away from that, and I said to them, can I go up that path? And they said no, nothing more than that. So I thought, okay, alright. So I set off going the other way, and it takes you right out and down, and I'm just going along thinking, you know, I'm really tired. I even went on my phone and tried to book an Uber back to the car park, but of course there was no signal then, satellite only. Crazy. So I got to the point where I thought, right, go onto Google Maps, set a walking direction route back to Air Force car park, and that's what I did. And you know, it's been hard. Even walking, you know, pretty much on the flat, that road coming along the side of Ullswater is lethal to walk on. But hey ho. Anyway, 27 Wainwrights bagged, and I am closing the Wainwright season for this year. I have got 9 more on book 1 to complete, and it's frustrating. I was trying to plan a week where I could come and do them, but they're all quite big, hefty kind of walks, and by the time I get over here now it's dark, so I'm going to give it a miss. I haven't done Gowbarrow Fell, which I wanted to do because it's got a very special place for me. I did allude to it earlier on in the video, but I can come back and do that as a single one. It'll be quite nice to do that. Yes, so end of the video. It's not going to be 2 parts. I'm going to squeeze it all into 1 part. It might be a little bit longer than 20 minutes, but I'll do my best to squash it down. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support, and I will see you back in the Peak District next week.